I heard that you're getting a little carried away. You'd better not act all self-righteous in front of me, though. I'm the leader of the school moms, and no one should speak up against me.
Your name is Karen, right? I remember meeting you at the kindergarten party the other day. Your son is Ryan, if I remember correctly.
Did you really need to confirm all of that with me? We just met. There's no reason for you to forget. How can you be so forgetful? How old are you anyway?
We just met and I only gave you my phone number because our children go to the same kindergarten. I barely know you and you're already trying to boss me around. I've never met anyone so overpowering like you before. I hope that our children will get along better.
Just because our children go to the same kindergarten doesn't mean that I have to be nice to you. Like I said, I'm the boss around here, and you should show some respect.
What's your point? Do you need to let everyone know that you're the boss to feel important? I think that as two adults, we owe it to our children to try to get along, seeing as they're going to be going to the same kindergarten, that's all. Could you please stop trying to boss me around and be more amicable?
Are you trying to make me look like the bad person here? I can't believe that you say these things to my face and still want to try to be friendly with me. You're a joke. If you want to get along with me, you need to start by listening to what I say.
What the hell is your problem? I don't understand how you can just announce yourself as the boss of all mums. It just doesn't make any sense. What makes you so superior? The only reason why we have to try to get along is because our children go to the same kindergarten. I don't intend on becoming one of your minions. Why would you want to go out of your way to tell me how important you are?
Are you sure that you want to be this way toward me?
What do you mean?
Don't you know who my father is? That's why you have the audacity to be so rude to me. You're the only one at the school that didn't come and introduce yourself to me.
Are you talking about the party at the kindergarten? I went and introduced myself to all the parents that were at the party. I'm sure we talked a little as well.
Well, you needed to have greeted me more properly. I'm not like everyone else. You treated me like all the others, and that in of itself is disrespectful and unforgivable.
Do you need to be so angry about such a trivial matter? You're making me laugh by being so intense. What is your problem?
What are you trying to say?
Look, I'd apologize if I felt that I've offended you in any way, but in this case, I don't think that I've done anything wrong. Why are you trying to make such a big deal out of nothing?
Your lousy attitude says it all. You're being very rude to me. Did you know that my father is a member of the Japanese mafia?
What?
Are you sure that you want to continue disrespecting me like this? You're going to really regret it if you continue to behave this way towards me.
How am I going to regret this? Could you please be more specific? But I understand now. You're using your father to control all the parents at the school, but in reality, they're just scared of you. No one wants to spend any time with you.
No, you're wrong. They respect me.
Are you sure about that?
The entrance ceremony is coming up, and I hope that you'll treat me with respect when we meet again then. Otherwise, you'll regret it. I'm sure of it.
Is that a threat? Why do I need to respect you just because your father is a mafia member? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Our children happen to go to the same kindergarten. That's the only relationship we have here. There's no need for you to try and act all superior. We're equals.
I think that you should try to understand that I'm more important than you. Your child is going to feel really uncomfortable if you don't get along with the other moms. And I know for a fact that the other moms will side with me. If you can't be respectful towards me, then I guess all I can say to you is watch your back.
Okay, whatever. You're not going to change my mind. It seems like you don't have anything important to say to me, so I'll be signing off now.
I told you so. You're so stupid for not taking my advice. This is what happens when you disrespect me.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I can't believe that you kicked me in the back just because I was standing in front of you at the entrance ceremony. What message are you trying to send me? You're psychotic.
Well, you deserved what you got. If you don't want something like that to happen again, you should start treating me with respect. I'm sure that you learned your lesson. If you're willing to change your attitude, I'd be willing to forgive you.
Forgive me? What the hell? I could go to the police and report what you did to me. You physically hurt my back and caused me emotional pain as well. The teachers and parents at the kindergarten were shocked by what you did to me. They were all watching.
I don't care that the others saw me. Besides, only the moms saw me. No dads were at the ceremony, which made it easier for me to act the way that I wanted to. I think that I proved to everyone that I'm the strongest mom at the school. And I'm sure that after today, no one else would be stupid enough to try to talk back to me.
You're not making any sense to me. It's a waste of my time for me to be talking to you like this. What you did to me was a crime of violence, and you'll be punished by the law accordingly. I'm reporting the incident to the police.
What the hell? There's going to be payback if you do that.
Payback? What more is there you could do to me?
You're really irritating me right now. I wish that your child wasn't at the same kindergarten as Ryan. Do you think that I'll ever forgive you if you go to the police about this?
Look, it wasn't my fault that I happened to be standing in front of you today. If you didn't want to be near me, you could have moved.
Why do I have to be the one to move? My dad is a mafia member. He could have destroyed you, you know. You shouldn't make this such a big deal. It was nothing. But if you want to go to the police, I can't stop you.
You're right, you can't stop me. And don't try to threaten me because that's also a crime.
I'm just stating the facts. If you report the incident to the police, my father will come after you. I'm just warning you, because I wouldn't want you to regret your decision later. Isn't that nice of me?
I can't believe that you're using your father to threaten me. You're pathetic.
Don't tell me that I'm pathetic. You don't know who you're dealing with here. I only kicked you in the back today because you were in the way. Don't make such a big deal out of it. And I really don't think that it's a good idea for you to go to the police with this.
Well, just to let you know, I just finished reporting the incident to the police.
What?
They'll be in touch with you soon. I'm putting an end to your shenanigans. I'm so pissed off with you that I don't care what you think about me. I'm the one that's not going to forgive you. I can't believe that you're trying to act like the victim when you're clearly the offender here. You should be put in your place.
How many times do I have to tell you that my dad is a member of the mafia? Doesn't that scare you? Are you sure that you've made the right choice here?
I am. I'd like to stop talking to you now. You're not adding anything new to this conversation. I already informed the police about what you did to me, so you can deal with it however you like. You can call your daddy if it makes you feel better.
You've gotta be kidding me. I've been nice up until now, but I won't be anymore. I really will call my dad, and you'll regret it later. I know that you will.
Yes, you go ahead and call your dad. I don't care. It's really immature of you to bring your father into this, but whatever.
I don't think that I'm the only one being immature about this. This is all your fault. You should have never picked a fight with me in the first place.
I really don't care that your father's a mafia member. That doesn't scare me at all. By the way, my husband is a police officer.
This is the first time that I'm hearing about this.
That's why it really doesn't affect me that your father is a mafia member. I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that assaulted me.
But do we really need to involve the police? Can't we talk about this?
Well, I'm not lying about the fact that my husband is a police officer, but I'm not sure if what you're saying about your father being a mafia member is actually true.
What do you mean by that? Are you suggesting that I'm lying? Why would I lie about such a thing?
Are you sure about that? I had my husband look up your father's name and he wasn't listed as a mafia member.
What? So you told your husband about me?
Of course I did. He's my husband. He has the right to know. The name you gave me isn't even your father because that person doesn't have a daughter. We checked with him and told him that you were telling people that he was your father.
Why would you go that far? That was totally unnecessary.
Man told us he'd never heard of you and that you're a total stranger to him. But he now knows that you've been using his name and threatening local restaurants to serve you free food. He was pretty angry about that. He also didn't like the fact that you were threatening the people around you using his name.
Why did you have to go talk to him? You didn't have to give the mafia my name.
Well, I needed to in order to get the facts straight. If you didn't want the mafia to find out about you, you shouldn't have been using one of their names as your father's name in the first place.
I didn't have any other choice, okay? You should have never given the mafia my name. You need to fix this.
Why should I? Besides, I think it's too late to do anything about it now. You were just being selfish. You wanted to boss the other mums at the kindergarten around, so this is all your fault. And now that we know your secret, you can't try to threaten us anymore. I suggest that you apologize to the other mums too for your behavior up until now.
Did you tell the other moms about this? This sucks. Now all the other moms think that I'm a big, fat liar.
But it's true, isn't it? You are a liar. You can't hide from the truth anymore.
I just kicked you in the back, that's all. Can't we put this behind us? What did I ever do to you?
You kicked an innocent person's back and injured them. You had no reason to kick me, but you did anyway.
I just wanted to get you to show me a little more respect, that's all. Now I understand that I let things get out of hand. I didn't want you to try to take my place as leader at the kindergarten. I felt threatened, which is why I was acting all bossy. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry.
You just don't get it. You're not supposed to kick anyone. Even if you didn't mean to, it's still not something that's allowed. My parents taught me at a young age that it's not okay to be violent with someone. What if you had broken one of my bones? How were you going to take responsibility for something like that?
I didn't kick you that hard. I wouldn't have been able to break any of your bones.
Well, I have bruises on my back which show how hard you kicked me, and I went to the hospital to get medical certificate as well.
Was that really necessary? You're making this a much bigger deal than it really is.
You just don't get it, do you? Today was supposed to be a day of celebrating the start of my son's kindergarten life, but you completely ruined it. I had to spend the rest of my day in the hospital when I should have been out with my family celebrating. This is all your fault and you need to take responsibility for it. You should have never lied about your father or threatened your parents at the kindergarten. You're so pathetic that I feel sorry for you.
Do you have to call me pathetic on top of calling me a liar?
Well, it's true, so I hope that you don't get in too much trouble for what you did to me. But you can't hide what you did from me from your husband, seeing that the police will be getting in touch with you.
Don't bring my husband into this. I'm not going to go out of my way to tell him about this.
He's going to find out from the police whether you like it or not. Don't think that you can hide this from him.
Melanie, I'm really sorry about what I did to you. I really don't want my husband to find out about this, though.
It's too late to apologize to me now. I'm not going to help you out of the mess that you created, and I don't intend on ever speaking to you again. I bet the mafia's on their way to your house to have a word with you. You can't hide any of it.
Melanie, wait! Our sons go to the same kindergarten, remember? Can't we sort this out like adults? It'd be better for our kids if we got along too. Let's talk before you make any decisions that you'll regret later.
At first, that's how I felt, but after what you did to me today, I want nothing to do with you. And I'm fairly certain that the other mums feel the same way. No one considers you to be the leader of the mums anymore.
You told everyone else too?
I didn't have to. They saw you kicking me and asked if I was okay. I just answered their questions. They were concerned about me. I'm sure that no one will talk to you anymore, but I guess you can make yourself some new friends that will believe that you have a father that's a mafia member. I have a feeling that this is the end of the life that you used to enjoy, though. In the end, Karen's husband found out about what his wife had done to Melanie from the police reports. And the mafia member whose name that Karen had been using as her father's came over to Karen's house in anger. Karen's husband was fed up with her and decided to divorce her. The mafia forced Karen to compensate them back for the damages that she caused to them. The police questioned Karen and she was ordered to pay Melanie for the suffering that she caused her. Karen lost her family and all her money and was completely hopeless. We're left to wonder what it was that she was really after. What was the point in her bullying all the other mums like that? The other mums appreciated Melanie for standing up for herself and the other mums. They all spent a happy time at the kindergarten now that Karen was out of their lives.
I heard that you haven't been taking care of the house at all. You should either take care of the household chores or go find yourself a job. As Harold's wife, you should do what is expected of you. If you don't, my son is going to leave you and you're going to have to move out of the house.
Did you come over to our place again without telling me? I've asked you over and over again not to come to our house unannounced. I would appreciate it if you let me know beforehand.
Melanie, why do you have to be so bossy all the time? The house belongs to Harold. And as his mother, don't you think that I have the right to come over as I please?
I think that the house belongs to the both of us. Harold and I are married. Please don't treat me like I'm Harold's accessory. Harold and I are equals.
I just don't understand why you're so hostile towards me. I know what you're thinking. You're only after Harold's money and assets. As his mother, I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you.
I don't know why you're so paranoid. I'm not after Harold's money. You've got it all wrong. And I'm sorry to say this, but Harold doesn't have much money or assets.
What do you mean by that? If Harold really doesn't have much money, it's because you spent it all. You're exploiting him.
I don't understand where you're coming from. Why are you messaging me anyway? What do you need? I'm still working, so if you don't need anything specific, I'm going to go now.
Harold told me that you don't do any of the household chores, which is why I've been coming over to the house when I can. I've been making him dinner. I prepared many things today so that it will last a while, and so that Harold doesn't have to worry about making his own dinner. I made the meals for Harold, so please don't eat them yourself.
You really didn't have to go through all that trouble, but thank you anyway. Harold has a lot of time on his hands, so I'm sure that he has more than enough time to help out around the house and cook meals himself.
How could you say such a thing? Harold works until midnight every day. You don't seem to understand that he works really hard. I feel sorry for him. He works hard and then his wife spends all his hard-earned money. What you're doing to him is truly unforgivable.
I think this is all a big misunderstanding. I'm not using any of Harold's money. It's the other way around. We're both living off of my earnings. I think it's about time you saw the truth about your son. He's not as perfect as you think. You should sit down and talk with him.
Harold told me not to take your words seriously.
Did he really say that to you?
He did, and I believe what he tells me. I'm not going to allow you to continue to live off Harold's hard-earned money. He deserves better than this. How about you try to be a better wife to him?
I'd like to say the same thing to him. Harold hasn't been a very good husband to me.
Harold works until midnight every day. What more do you want from him? Don't you care about his health and well-being? You should treat him with a little more respect.
Okay, fine.
If you agree with what I'm saying, you need to start behaving the way that I want you to as well.
I realize that this is just a waste of time to keep on talking to you like this.
A waste of time?
I'm busy with work now, so please stop messaging me. Bye. Oh, and please let me know in advance the next time you plan to come over to our house. Why didn't you come home last night? Were you working through the night?
That's right. I just got off work, so I'll come home in a bit.
I know that you let your mother come over to our house again. I asked you to tell me when she comes over. Why did you try to hide it from me?
I wasn't hiding anything. Besides, why do I have to let you know every time my mother comes over? She's my mother, not some stranger.
Even if it's your mother, I like to know in advance. I don't like people showing up at our house unannounced.
Well, it's my house too. I don't always have to follow your rules. It's my mother. You have nothing to worry about. Why do you care so much?
I don't get along with your mother well. I'd rather she not show up at our house. Let me know the next time you plan on having her over.
Okay, whatever. By the way, I need some money. Will you give me some, please?
Why? What happened to the salary that you earned?
It's not payday just yet. I have a couple more days to go. I need some money before then, so please.
You'd better not go gambling again with my hard-earned money.
I won't, I promise. You got nothing to worry about.
I think that I have every reason to be worried. I won't forgive you if I find out later that you used my money on gambling.
I need $1,000.
I am not going to give you such a large amount of money. I'd like to make some time to sit down with your mother and talk, the three of us. I can't continue to go on like this.
I need to go. Later! Just leave the money that I asked you for at home. I really need the money.
Are you even listening to me?
I felt so bad for Harold, so I did the best thing that I could for him as his mother. Please don't try to control him anymore.
What?
I realized after going to your house a couple of times, Harold needs me more than he needs you.
I don't understand where this is coming from. What are you talking about?
I want you to pack up your things and move out of the house. I can't have you living off Harold's anymore like some parasite.
You're not making any sense to me right now. Tell me what's going on. I need you to explain it to me.
You guys are divorced now.
What the hell? Why am I hearing about this from you and not Harold?
I found the divorce papers at your house, so I took the liberty of filing them for you. It's what you wanted, right? Seeing that you had the divorce papers filled out and ready.
Does this mean that you went into our bedroom and went through our stuff? How could you? You're right. I did have the divorce papers ready. I knew that things with Harold and I weren't going well, and I wanted the option of ending our marriage if it ended up being the case.
Well, I filed them for you, so there's no need for you to worry about that anymore. You and Harold are back to being strangers now. That's why I'm asking you to pack up your things and move out.
I cannot believe that you filed the divorce papers without asking our permission. What you did is ludicrous. I didn't expect you to take things this far.
Well, I couldn't bear to see Harold so unhappy in his marriage anymore. You should be grateful that Harold put up with you for so long and let you stay in his beautiful home. It's now time for you to leave.
I don't understand why you're so self-righteous. Are you sure that you made the right choice here? Harold is going to be the one to suffer if I leave him. I'll be just fine on my own. You're going to regret the fact that you filed those papers.
I'm not going to regret anything. It was the best thing for Harold. Don't you know how much Harold makes in a month? His monthly salary is $10,000.
Are you sure about that?
I'm the one preparing all of his meals right now, and if you stop taking his money, his entire salary will be mine. That's why we're both happy to see you go. I don't know why Harold married you in the first place. You didn't do anything for him, and all you do is spend his money. Now hurry up and leave our house. I want you out of here ASAP.
Okay, fine. I'll move out as you wish. Good luck to the two of you then.
We don't need any luck. We'll both be very happy without you.
I was surprised to know that you filed the divorce papers without consulting us first. But I'm looking forward to your reaction when you find out the truth about my marriage to Harold.
What do you mean by that?
Let me just say this. I'm thrilled to be moving out. Thank you for filing the divorce papers.
It was my pleasure. Now, please leave. Harold and I are both so excited to start a new life without you.
Well, good for you. It was nice knowing the both of you. Goodbye.
Melanie, may I have a word with you? There's something that I want to check with you.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to say to you. Bye.
Wait a second. There's no need for you to be so rude to me. It's about the rent.
What about the rent? The lease agreement has been changed over to your name now, so there's really no need for you to involve me.
Yes. When did you change the name of the lease over to me? You could have told me about that. Why was the lease in your name in the first place? Shouldn't have been in Harold's. And why change it over to my name and not Harold's? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Harold works part-time at a convenience store. He's not qualified to put his name on the lease agreement.
What? I didn't know that Harold worked at a convenience store. What do you mean by part-time?
You said that you wanted to talk to me about the rent. Are you going to tell me that you can't afford to pay the rent or something?
Yes, that's right. How did you know? Do you know why there's no money in Harold's bank account? It just doesn't make any sense.
Actually, it makes perfect sense to me. Harold doesn't have any real money, which is why he doesn't have any savings. But it's not something to get all nervous about. I think you misheard Harold's salary. You seem to think that he makes 10 grand a month when it's actually $1,000 a month.
What do you mean?
Harold works part-time at a convenience store, and the maximum he makes a month is $1,000. Sometimes less than that. What made you think that he made 10 times that amount?
I bet you're lying to me. Harold's salary can't be that low. Otherwise, how would he be able to afford this house? Besides, I've seen his payslip before. I don't think that I have the wrong number.
Oh, so you looked at the payslips then. I get it now. The payslips were mine, not Harold's. You just assumed that they belonged to Harold. Well, you were wrong.
Those pay slips were yours?
Yes, that's right. I was the breadwinner. I work in the sales department of a global firm, so my pay is very high. That's why we were able to afford the house that you're now living in. The rent is around $2,000, which is twice what Harold earns in a month. I knew that Harold wouldn't be able to pay the rent once I moved out, which is why I put your name on the lease agreement. Don't tell me that you quit your job.
This is all new to me. I didn't know that you were the one making all the money. I can't believe this. How are Harold and I going to pay for our living expenses then? There's no way that the two of us could live off the $1,000 that Harold brings in each month. I thought he made 10 times that amount, which is why I quit my job. And I just finished selling my house.
Did the proceeds from selling the house get wired to Harold's bank account by any chance?
Yes. Is that a problem? I'm not good with money, so I had Harold take care of it all. He was more than happy to.
Well, I bet he's gambled all that money already.
What?
I have a stable job, and I have no money troubles like Harold. I didn't need him in my life to live happily. Harold used to have a good job, but then he embezzled some money and got caught. He was penniless after he paid the company compensation for the damages caused. He was also fired from his job, naturally. After that, he started gambling and borrowed money to go to casinos. Now, he has a lot of debt. When we were still married, I helped him out with his money troubles, but now that we're strangers, none of this is my concern.
Why am I only hearing about this now? When did Harold start gambling, and why didn't you tell me?
Well, he recently started working at that convenience store, and I thought that he was trying to better himself, but he's been going to casinos in the mornings when he isn't at work. Basically, he's using all his money on gambling. He hasn't changed his old habits.
Casinos?
You were so proud of Harold for working so late at night. But it's just at a convenience store and he isn't making the kind of money that you wish for. Harold isn't working long hours. He's simply in charge of the night shifts at the convenience store. I work much harder than he does and I get paid well too. I'm sure that there are college students out there that are making more money than Harold. I wish you the best of luck with everything.
It seems that I had it all wrong.
That's what I've been trying to tell you all this time, but you wouldn't listen to me.
I'm sorry that I didn't take you seriously before. I'll pay more attention to you now. So would you please forgive us and come home? I realize how much you've been doing for Harold and I. It would mean a lot to me if you moved back in with us. And I'd really appreciate it if you could help pay the rent of this house.
Why in the world would I do that after the way you treated me? No way! It is too late to try to be nice to me. I know that it's just an act and that you're only after my money. I already moved into a fabulous new place and I am very happy living on my own. I can't believe that I used to live with Harold. Life on my own is so much more comfortable and enjoyable. I should have divorced him sooner instead of waiting for you to file those papers. I'm very grateful to you for filing those papers, though. So thank you for taking care of it.
You don't need to thank me for that. It'd make me much happier if you got back together with Harold. You used to be married to him. Don't you worry that he doesn't have enough money to live off of? I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pay for everything? You need to help us. Melanie, please.
Well, like you said, we're strangers now, so I don't think that I can do anything for you. You told me that I was a parasite and that I should move out. I took your advice and moved out. Shouldn't you be satisfied with that?
Asking you to move out was a mistake. I take it back. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me and move back home.
I'm sorry, but it's just too late. There's not anything you can say to change my mind. Please figure things out with Harold. I'll stay out of your life like you wanted me to. Goodbye now. Harold is a new parasite in your life. Enjoy! After her conversation with Melanie, Helen confirmed with Harold that Melanie was telling the truth. And as Melanie had predicted, Harold had already spent the proceeds from selling Helen's house on gambling. The money was gone. So Helen no longer had the money to buy back her old house even if she wanted to. For obvious reasons, Helen and Harold were not able to afford the rent of their current home and had no choice but to move out. They even had to pay a penalty fee to the landlord because they were late in paying the rent. Helen and Harold ended up on the streets, and although Helen had hoped to live a happy life using Harold's money, she ended up living a life of despair. It doesn't seem like it would be easy for either of them to get stable jobs.